As the world and how it's regulated changes, the simplest way to track compliance is to compare what's currently being done to what should be done. Doing this on text-heavy documents such as contracts, leases, emails, or VDR data, and referencing that against dense regulations and publications can be time-consuming, expensive to outsource, or both. How can natural language processing with comparative semantics and analytics help? Let's look at an example. A client needed to identify critical contracts and potential violations more efficiently to comply with new financial regulations, most notably the Dodd-Frank Act. Previously, the client sent their vendor contract to an offshore third party to analyze. The process was manual and expensive, yet still required by the client. Furthermore, document knowledge was not extracted during the process, so the analysis continued without any improvements. Lymba's solution was to implement a semantic method to process and compare contracts against Banks' official definitions and interpretations of the Dodd-Frank Act to automatically pick up potential issues without initial human reading. First, it was necessary to train the system. We did this by labeling provision-relevant knowledge in sample snippets, identifying provision paragraphs for training contracts, and creating machine learning classification models. Then, the contracts were pushed through the trained pipeline. Afterwards, the client was provided a summarization of documents and any potential violations. Documents could then be searched for sentences, paragraphs, or whole sections related to various provisions, such as anti-assignment restriction provisions or transactional services termination provisions. Ultimately, comparative semantics lets you find the most similar instance of text related to another snippet of information. With a customized K-Extractor, the system can identify new named entity types by relabeling existing types or labeling new entity types. The customized K-Extractor can also identify relevant semantic relations with Semantic Calculus. This includes capturing the semantics of contract provisions, associating temporal constraints to contract clauses, bind clauses to one or both parties, and identifying exclusions. Finally, machine learning classification models are able to label entire paragraphs for ease of categorization and observation. Hopefully, you now have a better understanding of how comparative semantics and analytics can be turned into actionable knowledge. Thanks for watching from Lymba. Please reach out to us with any questions or for help on your next project.